Hello, everyone. Welcome to our webinar today. I feel like it's been so long since I've been on a webinar, even though it's only been like 2 weeks. So,
And welcome back to Alyssa. Alyssa, tell us like how your trip to Bali went.
it was very good. I definitely recommend it. The only downside there was an earthquake, but nothing was damaged. Everyone's okay. But that was my first earthquake experience. So at least I can say I've experienced that before. So that's cool.
Yeah, it's good that you're safe and sound coming back here.
Yeah.
Good to have you back.
We're happy to have you back.
Yes, I'm excited to be here. And I was just telling Joe and Ketsia, I just saw there was an update from Clubhouse, and I haven't heard of Clubhouse in so long. So let me know in the chat if you were really into it when it was a thing, because I guess they're still putting updates out. I didn't even know it was still an app. So let me know in the chat if you were into that.
Definitely peaked, with all the celebrities on there. But now it's just, I don't know.
Yeah, I tried it once and just didn't catch on. Maybe it's gonna be like Threads. I'm not sure, but I think Threads has more resources, so it's gonna.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a thing. It's just a matter of time.
Yeah, I have a little more faith in Threads than Clubhouse.
Same.
Cool. Well, we'll get right into it because this roundup is a big one. There's a lot of updates in August, so we will get right into it. But first, we'll go into our intros. So if this is your first webinar, my name is Alyssa, and I'm a community manager here at HeyOrca. So I help with our newsletter, our webinars, and some of our online communities. And I'll pass it over to Ketsia.
Hi there, I'm Ketsia. I'm a new addition to the team, but I am the social media community manager at HeyOrca, and I do all of the social posts here at HeyOrca. So make sure you follow us everywhere because so you can support my work.
Yeah, and I think Katya, you are working on a back to school social media manager starter pack. So that would be cool to get the community's input on what they think should be in the starter pack.
Yes, I would love to know, what are your essentials as a social media manager? Put them in the chat. I would love to know. We kind of agreed that caffeine was a big one, in any form, tea, matcha, actual coffee. But what is your starter pack as a social media manager? We would love to know.
Matcha, ring light. I think those are the two.
GPT.
Yeah.
Some sort of AI.
Grammarly.
Yeah, Grammarly.
HeyOrca.
Yes.
That's a given.
All right. Hey guys, my name is Joe. I'm the CEO of HeyOrca, and really excited for this one, where we'll be going through a bunch of updates in social media, and I'm also excited to talk a little bit about some of the updates that we've made to the HeyOrca platform as well.
Yeah, we'll get right into it. So a few things to go over first. If you need closed captions for this webinar, we have some instructions on the screen here where you can turn them on through the browser in Chrome, or if you have a Mac, you can actually go to your system settings and turn it on as well. And then also when this gets uploaded to YouTube, there'll be closed captions there. So definitely keep an eye out for that. And like Ketsia said, we're on social, so definitely check us out on TikTok and Instagram. Ketsia has been totally revamping our socials, and it looks awesome, so definitely check us out. And then we also have a Facebook group called HeyOrca Community, and there's a bunch of social media managers in there from all over the world, and we talk about updates, and if there's anything you're struggling with in your career, definitely go there and ask, because there's always people there to help you out. So Ketsia just put the link to that in the chat. So if you haven't joined already, definitely check it out. And then we also have a newsletter. So if you're not subscribed to our newsletter, I'm biased, but you should subscribe. But we send you all of the social media updates, trending audio, free resources, webinars, all that sort of stuff. So definitely check that out. And Ketsia put the link to that in the chat as well.
And one thing that's exciting that we decided that we're going to try adding it to the newsletter, and let us know if this is something that you like to see more of. We like to actually do more Canva templates, so like pop culture templates, so that you can join into the pop culture conversations easily. The other one that we talked about was like rounding up the CapCut templates. So if you guys are on TikTok, you'll see a lot of those CapCut templates. So those are some of the things that we are thinking about adding into the newsletter. So if you guys want to see more of that, please let us know, and we'll add that as part of our newsletter resources.
Yes, definitely let us know if you love that in the chat. And if you have any other ideas, maybe there's something we're not covering that you want to see us cover, definitely let us know. And of course, we love to do giveaways. So we have 2 different giveaways for you in this webinar. The first one is an Amazon gift card. So what you have to do to have a chance to win this gift card is to just participate in the chat. So let us know your thoughts on any of these updates. If you have any questions, you can chat with one another in there. So all you have to do is go to the chat box and participate, and we'll be doing a random draw at the end. And then this one is for our HeyOrca customers. So you could walk away with enough points from our merch store to get either a hat, or I believe a t-shirt is also the same amount of points as well. So to qualify for this draw, you have to be a HeyOrca customer, and let us know in the chat what feature we released today.
Today.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Hint, you could maybe look at our socials and you may find it, but that is the question.
All right, and Katya's going to take the answers and put it into a random draw, and we'll review it at the end.
Yes, so definitely let us know in the chat, and stay tuned to the, oh, Jennifer, nice. Yes, stay tuned to the very end, and we'll be doing these draws. And of course, we do our webinars every single week. And our next webinar, we're going to be talking about how to price your social media services and handle pricing objections. Super excited about this one because Ketsia is actually going to lead this one, since she has a lot of experience with freelancing, and we'll also have one of our HeyOrca stands with us as well. So definitely an awesome webinar to attend if maybe you're a freelancer or you do anything on the side, you have to make up your own pricing and all of that. Definitely a webinar for you. Awesome. So that's everything, all the housekeeping items. So I'm going to pass it over to Joe now, who's going to highlight some new features within HeyOrca.
All right. Thanks so much, Alyssa. So if you don't know, if you're not part of the pod yet, I just want you to know that we are a social media scheduler built for teams and clients. And I like to say that we're actually the social media scheduler that your team and clients will actually love. So try it out. Try us out, heyorca.com/signup. And there's actually no time limit with your trial. You can try as long as you want. And you have up to 30 posts that you can publish. So take your time. And if you think we're a right fit, we'd love to see you as being part of the pod as well. But before I hand it over to Katsia and Alyssa, I'd like to go through some of the exciting product releases that we did over the last month. So let me just go through that with you. So the first thing is today we released direct publishing for TikTok personal accounts. And I think a lot of people actually got that right in the comment section. So right now, you'll be able to not only publish to business accounts, but also personal accounts. And some of the cool things that you can do is that you can control if you allow it to be duetted or commented, stitched, a lot of things, a lot more controls with this personal update here. So if you're on TikTok and you have a TikTok personal account, you can use that to manage your TikTok account. The other thing that you realize if you're a HeyOrca customer is that we updated our post creation interface. So a lot more modern, a lot more sleek. This will allow you to create posts faster. And this is a precursor to next week's release. I don't know if I was supposed to be telling you this yet, but I'll go ahead and tell you anyways. Next week, we will be releasing drag and drop into the calendar. So you don't have to click different buttons to upload your images or media anymore. Next week, you'll be able to drag content from your computer into the calendar, and it's going to create a post for you right away. So hopefully that's going to help you take back more of your day. The other thing as well is we also increased the TikTok character count to 2,200 characters for your TikTok. So you're not limited by, I think before that was 150. Currently, you can do 2,200 characters to your TikTok, and that's really important for your TikTok SEO and multiple reasons to do that. Add more descriptions, so you can do that as well. So just a reminder. And last but not least, I'm not sure how many threaders there are in our community right now, but if you are doing Instagram threads or threads, you'll be able to not only create and mock up what your threads is going to look like, but we also support notification publishing. So what that means is that during the scheduled time, we will send the media and the copy to your phone, and you'll be able to publish it right from the Threads app. So it automatically opens up the Threads app as well, and you'll be able to just upload the images directly. So it's part of our commitment and process to make sure that you're all supported in the networks that you choose to be part of. All right, so hopefully this is a good roundup for you, and I'll pass it back over to Alyssa.
Awesome. And everyone is super excited in the chat, which I love to see. We did have one question. Daniela says, what about an AI feature?
Yeah, so is there more context? Okay, Daniela, so we actually have AI in HeyOrca baked into two places. The first one is when you're creating posts, you can use the AI captions feature. So it helps you create captions really easily. The second one is my favorite, actually, is that it helps you reply to comments as well. So in our social inbox feature, the AI will read your post and read the comments and actually suggest some replies for you. And it has saved me a ton of time because I don't have to try to figure out like what to say, and it gives me a starting point.
Awesome. Thank you, everyone, for all of the nice words in the chat. We love to see you excited for all of these feature releases. All right.
I'm not sure if Ketsia is Ketsia, are you? I don't think she's part of the video anymore, but she's in the chat.
Perfect. Oh yeah, Ketsia, let me know if your audio is still on. But we'll get into the roundup. So like I said earlier, this one is a big roundup. August was a big month for social media updates. Oh, there's Ketsia. Yay. So big shout out to Ketsia, actually, because she gave our roundup a nice facelift. So it looks definitely better than it was before. But of course, we want you to take this roundup, make a copy of it, and then you can add your own branding in there as well so that you could share it with your team or your clients. So I can put the link to it in the chat right now. So if you want to follow along as we go through, you can definitely do so.
And to Sabrina's question, you can directly publish to creator accounts right now. Yeah, we made the update 2 months ago. So yeah, if you're a HeyOrca user, you can actually do that in the creator account as well.
Yes. Oh, great. All right. So these are all the updates we're going to go over today. Like I said, there's a lot there. So we're going to go over a few trending audio examples and then some updates from Instagram, Threads, X, TikTok, YouTube, LinkedIn, and Meta. So let's dive right into it. So as a lot of you know, we grab trending audio every single week. So we have it all in this presentation linked for you. But we do this every single week. So if you want to follow along live, we do have a document that you can kind of bookmark in your browser and check it every week. But I did take out 3 to show you. So let me know in the chat if you've seen these trends or you've heard this audio. And then if there's any trends you want to share in the chat with us, definitely let us know. And yes, this is currently being recorded. So you'll get a copy of this probably tomorrow once it's processed on BigMarker. So I'm going to get into the videos, the few trending audios I'm going to show. So we'll start with this one.
I had a little cry earlier, and I had a big cry last night.
Yeah.
But I'm not crying now.
You're not?
And I think for that,
Yeah.
I'm doing so well.
So that one's a good one. I feel like you could incorporate this into kind of any video for like any industry. You could really relate it to something that's super niche for whatever industry you're in. But this one's always good. And then Corporate Natalie, whose video this is, she has a lot of really funny videos. So definitely check her out. So we'll do this next one. So that one is just some really nice background music. So it's always good to have some background music saved for the days or, maybe you don't want to, act out a skit or a trend or something. It's good to have some background music there that, you could use like they did, where they just kind of show them working on something. You could do a how-to video, really anything you want. So that's the perk of some good background music. And then the last one here.
I said, I want something big. I want something that says I'm here. Beyonce.
So I like this one because I can totally picture maybe an agency using this sound about like a client requesting them to do this like huge, crazy project. I can definitely see that being a funny one. But I'll get back into the presentation now. So just showing 3 today, just because we have so many updates to go over, but we do have the trending audio doc that Joe, I think, put in the chat there. So if you want to see all of them, you can go there or you can look here. All right. And before we get into it, we do have a trivia question for all of you. So out of all the social platforms, what one do you think had the most updates in August? Let me know in the chat. I'd love to know your thoughts.
And Katia and myself, I guess we can't answer because
yes, you know the answer.
You gave us the answer yesterday.
Oh, look at everyone is super smart. It's Instagram. Everyone really got that one. So the answer is Instagram. I feel like it's usually Instagram or sometimes X or Twitter. It's so hard to say X. But yeah, it's Instagram for August. So I'll pass it over to Katia, and she's going to go over the Instagram updates.
Thank you, Alyssa. I do want to apologize because they just decided to do construction in my building randomly. So if you hear any noise in the background, that's what it is. But I hope it's not too bad. But I think we had a comment about this on LinkedIn today, talking about Instagram and how they're incorporating generative like AI elements now. So they're being tested on like personal stickers creation, visual editing tools, as well as a message summary and AI bots. So that's where you will be seeing all of the AI elements. I'm not sure. How do you guys feel about AI being integrated in Instagram? I feel like it's a really great thing to have, especially with the message summary when you get those long messages. I think that's great. Okay, moving on to the next one. So Instagram is also enhancing their DM protection features, which I think was very much needed. So now when you don't follow someone, you have to go through 2 new restrictions. So the number one restriction is that you can only send 1 message when you don't follow someone. And the second one is that you can only send messages and you can't send pictures anymore to people that you don't know. So I think that's a very much needed update. I think it's a little bit late, but I'm glad that they're implementing it now. Instagram is also testing a new image collab option, which I think is huge because they are basically allowing whenever you collab with someone to add pictures after it's already posted, which is amazing. I don't know how many of you guys love using the collab feature. I'm a very big advocate for it. So I'm very excited about this new feature. Yeah, Lauren saying that she loves the DM feature. We're loving all these new updates. Another one is that Instagram is releasing a new music feature. I'm not sure if you all have been seeing this going around, but now you can actually add a music to your posts, which is great. It's giving main character energy. That's how I call it, where you can put a vibe to your posts. So that has been a very big update that I've seen a lot of people use as well. Um, yeah, someone saying like if Insta could come in with a new Reels collab feature, I agree. That would be top tier. Um, Another one is for ads. Instagram is testing multi-advertising advertiser ads. So, in selected accounts right now, you can see 4 ads instead of one. So our question to you is, would it anger you if your ad was being shown next to 3 other ads as a social manager? How do you feel about this new addition?
Yeah, I feel like, and I think because we went over this presentation with our team a couple days ago, and one of our coworkers had a good question. I wonder if this makes your ad cheaper, like you get to pay less because it's not
Yep.
the only one on the screen.
Like cost sharing for ads.
Yeah, I would like to know that.
But also, it's kind of weird. Like, let's say if you're shown next to a brand that is not quite like, would they show all the competitors together, or like how's it work? So it just had a lot of questions. But I think generally it's probably not going to be a popular feature for a lot of people. But it's one of those like, you can make 4 times the money, so why not? I guess for Meta.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And I wonder if like placement based on like data, like, oh, if you're on the left corner, upper corner, you're going to be seen more, so it's going to be more than the left bottom or whatever. It's like, I feel like with magazines, that's kind of how they do it with placements. So I'm interested to see that data. But most people were saying that they would be mad if their ads was next to another ad. So
Yeah.
completely
Natasha
agree.
says, even as a consumer, how are we supposed to focus or absorb anything? Which
Right?
I think
You
makes
barely
sense. It's just
can right
like
now.
so much competition for your attention.
Exactly.
I think
Um,
TikTok does it the best, like, where you're scrolling and you don't even know you're watching an ad. I think that's the way to go. I think
mhm,
like just being super on the nose that this is an ad like this, it's
exactly.
definitely not super user focused, I think.
Yeah.
Exactly. Totally agreed. But yeah, going on to the next feature, where we might get longer reels on Instagram. So we're looking at 3 minutes and 10-minute reels. Right now, they're only 60 seconds, which is pretty short comparing on how you can put longer videos on TikTok. So that's also a really exciting feature that's being added. And yeah, now we're going on to the Threads update. So Alyssa, please take us through.
Sounds good. So many Instagram updates always. Do you think 10-minute reels will be popular? Yeah, I'm interested to see how that will go because I don't find myself watching full 10-minute long TikToks unless it's on a topic that's maybe like teaching you something or watching like a recipe video. But yeah, I'm interested to see how 10-minute reels will do.
Mhm.
We'll see.
I like TikTok drama when it's 10 minutes. I need it all in one
Yeah.
part. So I
Very
love that.
Before we get into the Threads updates, I do have another trivia question for you. As of the beginning of September, how many users do you think Threads currently has? So let me know in the chat. I'll give you a moment to try to think about it before I let you know. 130 million. Okay. 100 million, 30. It is 130 million. A few of you got that right. So definitely on top of it. It could be more than that today. I know this was for the very beginning of September, so it could possibly be more than that today, but around 130 million users. All right, so Threads has released multiple new features in the past month. So some of this includes options to see only posts from you, from the people that you follow in chronological order. I know that one was a really big feature request. Post translations, new ways to filter your notifications in the activity tab, a follow button to easily follow your followers back. A quicker way to approve new followers if you have a private account, And then one of the biggest feature requests from Threads, it now has alt text on photos and videos, which is really good. So definitely adding more features all the time. Let me know in the chat if you are active on Threads. I don't find myself really wanting to go to it because I feel like I still always go on Twitter or X. So yeah, definitely let me know in the chat if you are active on Threads.
Also, Dale was asking if the updates were worldwide or only for US or Canada and all that stuff. I feel like we usually like clarify like as well like where it is that the updates are being held. Like some of them are like country specific rollouts, and some of them are like worldwide rollouts, right?
Yeah. So there are some that are specific. Like I think there's one coming up that's like just for Australia.
Mhm.
For the most part, I think it's mostly worldwide. But with Instagram, I know Instagram slowly releases things to people at different times. So if say someone has it on their app, but you don't yet, it's coming. They're just very slow. There's many updates I still don't have on my Instagram account, but I just slowly get them. So that's one thing about Instagram to keep in mind, that they always do very slow rollouts.
Mhm.
Awesome. And Threads is also in the process of launching a way to see liked posts, which I think is a good idea. So now if you like a bunch of posts, you can always go into your settings and go to your likes, and you can revisit those posts again, which is helpful. And I'm sure you all saw this. Meta introduced Threads for web, which is great. So now you can go on your desktop. And does anyone go on Threads on the desktop? Let me know.
Yeah.
And then Threads keyword search is now live in Australia and New Zealand. So it's just there right now, but Meta hopes to launch this feature in other countries very soon. So keep an eye out for that. And now I'll pass it to Ketsia for the X updates.
Yes. I personally still want to call it Twitter. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but I am very much against the name X. But for this presentation, I will call it X. But so yeah, X actually released their official brand guidelines. So now it feels a lot more official. X is a thing, unfortunately, but yeah, it's a thing. So you can actually go and visit the brand guidelines on their websites. Yeah, everyone is struggling with the rebrand. I agree. I'm struggling as well. Um, X now has community posts that will show up in your main feed. Just so you know, the community tab is usually people that you're subscribed to on the app. So now they will show up into your main feed instead of just the community feed that you have, which I guess is a great thing, especially if you love seeing content from people that you love, that you're subscribed to. Um, yeah, you still have to go to twitter.com. You're right. X is also adding an option to sort posts based on engagement. So now you can sort through posts by most recent, most liked, and most engaged with, which I think is really great, especially if you want to see manually which posts are performing the best. But I would recommend using HeyOrca, right? For all things, like all things. I forgot the name. I don't know why. I'm just blanking. But yeah, just go on HeyOrca and do your reports on there. There you go. Do your reports on HeyOrca. And yeah, that's it for X. But we do have a couple of TikTok updates that Alyssa is going to take you through.
All right. So for TikTok, TikTok is testing full-length podcasts. So the test will allow creators to upload full-length podcasts to TikTok via an RSS feed, which I thought was interesting because I don't picture TikTok being the place that I'd, listen to a podcast. I feel like I'm so wired to listen to it on Spotify, or you could use Apple Podcasts, that I don't really branch out to other places. Sometimes I do, I watch it on YouTube, but
Yeah.
definitely interesting. I feel like podcasts are just like the thing right now. So I think every app is trying to incorporate it in some way. But yeah, let me know in the chat. Would you listen to a podcast on TikTok? Is that somewhere you go, or are you just wanting to stick to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, all of that?
I think it might make sense. Like, let's say if you use TikTok on the web, like, so it's kind of like YouTube, but then again, yeah, I'm not sure. Like, you would just go to YouTube, I guess, right, for that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So it's definitely interesting because I would take a lot of self-discipline not to just not to scroll
Yeah.
Exactly.
next video.
Yeah, I think maybe like especially when you have snippets on TikTok, I think like podcast snippets, I think being able to link the episode would have been nice. I should work at TikTok actually. I should like do that to them. Be like, hey. But I think that would have been better than just posting the whole episode on there because sometimes you just want the specific episode. So
Yeah, kind of like shorts, I guess. Kind of like how shorts does to the main video.
Yeah. I think there was a question from Alyssa named Twins. Is there a benefit to business accounts versus creator accounts for TikTok? I know that creator accounts have a wider variety of audio that you can use. That's the biggest one I know of. I don't know, Joe or Ketsia, if you know any other perks.
I think with business accounts, you basically don't have access to any sounds, to be honest. Personally, with clients, we've always kind of created creator accounts so that we can hop on trends. But I think also with business accounts, you can actually have a link in bio and all that stuff already accessible without a certain amount of followers. Yeah, and then obviously ads and stuff. But yeah, that's kind of it. But I would 100% recommend a creator account even then, just to have access to those sounds.
Definitely. And AI adds a new AI generated content label. So you can find it in your settings to turn it on. So TikTok creators will now have to tag their videos if they are using AI generated like filters or different things like that. And if they don't put the label on, they risk having their post removed. So definitely something to keep in mind. And I'll pass it over for the YouTube updates.
Thank you. So this is our third trivia question. How many monthly active users use YouTube Shorts? Only YouTube Shorts, not actual YouTube, just YouTube Shorts. How many do you guys think there are?
Yeah. I can't wait to see some of the guesses because this one surprised me.
Yeah. I think that was surprising. I'm like trying to see. I'm not sure if it's like loading slow for me. Oh, 800 million. Okay, we're starting to get the numbers. 70 million, 1.5 million. Okay. That's good. I feel like Daniela, what's your secret sauce? Because they always guess it right. But yeah, it's 1.5 billion.
Crazy.
That's insane. Can't even imagine how much that is. But yes, again, in the theme of AI, YouTube is currently testing AI video summaries. So you will be able to see what the video is about before actually watching the video, and you can make an informed decision on whether or not you want to watch the entire video, which I think is great, especially like we said previously. But clickbait is a very big thing on YouTube, so it's really nice to see that you can like spare your time. So I'm not sure how you guys would feel about the whole summary thing on YouTube. Okay, YouTube is also testing a recommended viewing shelf on channels. So with this one, you can actually go to a creator's channel and have kind of a For You list compiled of all the videos from that specific creator that you would like to watch. I personally have been seeing it around and I love it. It makes me binge watch way more on YouTube for sure. But yeah, that's definitely a great feature, I think, especially if you like a specific creator. Another update is that YouTube Shorts is actually banning links. So the reason why they are banning links is because there's too much spam. It's gotten out of hand. So now they basically are banning it, but they are working on introducing a new and safer way for creators to link things to their short viewers. So that's probably coming by the end of September. I mean, that's kind of what they're hinting at. So yeah, we'll see what that is. I think it's really important for creators, especially if you have like outfit videos. I don't know, that's me. And then linking the outfits or like whatever it is that you like watching on YouTube.
Yeah.
And now we're moving on to LinkedIn updates with Elisa.
Perfect. I'm Kaylee. Yes, the recording, once it's processed, it will be sent to all the attendees tomorrow. So keep an eye out for that.
Mhm.
So for LinkedIn, LinkedIn adds a new element to the About section. So if you look in this screenshot here, you're now able to add up to 5 skills in the About section, which is cool. And also they have added some more updates to the newsletter, which is awesome. I feel like they're always making it better, which is good. So some of the updates that they've incorporated include a smoother publishing experience. You can now have more than one newsletter, and they're improving discoverability with auto follows. So that's really great. If you don't have a LinkedIn newsletter, I will say we have one, and LinkedIn does such a good job with just pushing out your newsletter without you really having to do anything. So I highly recommend it. And LinkedIn engagement signals that you need to know. So these now include users' interactions with hashtags, their engagement with other users on the app, and even their interactions with specific individual posts as well. And I think this is the last group of updates. So I'll pass it over to Ketsia for the meta updates.
Sorry, I thought I was turning on my mic. But also, just to let you know, like regarding the LinkedIn updates, we made an entire post about it. So make sure to go on our socials and check it out. But yes, getting into the Meta updates. So Meta is launching Meta Personas is actually launching maybe like next month. So it would give users a new way to get recommendations, search, and engage on Facebook and Instagram, which I think is really cool because you can personalize more of your content on your feeds and stuff. Um, Also, we wanted to highlight this Meta support scam because it's been happening a lot. But basically, you get private messages by Meta support, but it's actually not Meta support. So uh, please make sure if you're managing any business pages to not click on any of those links or not even engage with them because it's just a scam.
Yeah. I feel like it's been happening so much. Like I've seen
Exactly.
it everywhere.
All the time. I don't know, the something needs to happen because it's actually crazy. We also have some fun industry news. WhatsApp is the WhatsApp Mac app is actually now available, and you can actually take group calls with up to 32 people, which is very exciting, especially if you have a big family overseas. Now you can FaceTime with them on your computer. Um, and Substack wants to create a better space for readers, so they will be adding new features to create a better user experience for readers. So those are some of the updates.
Awesome.
Yeah. Um, should I go through
Um,
this one? Yeah.
Yeah, these are just some of the updates that Joe covered at the beginning of the webinar. So I'm just going to post the link to the roundup one more time here. So if you want this presentation, here it is. Everything we talked about today, everything's linked inside there, all the articles and all of that. So if you want to dive into any of them deeper, you can definitely do that. And then I do want to mention, if you want any of our past roundups, we do always upload them to our free resource page. So I will pop that link there. So this one will be going up there tomorrow. So you guys get a little sneak peek of it before everyone gets it. But yeah, that's the roundup. I think that's the biggest roundup we've had in the past like 3 or 4 months.
A lot of updates, but they're good ones. I feel like
Yeah.
some of them are really good. Um, except Twitter.
Yeah.
I'm just a hater now.
I know. Twitter, there's always stuff from Twitter.
Right?
Awesome.
You never know what's going on.
I think we have reached the end, so it's time to do our giveaways.
Yes. So I did pick a winner for the hat and the merch and stuff like that. It was Jennifer Dixon that got that one. So Jennifer, if you can message and let us know that you won the hat, please do.
Congratulations, Jennifer.
Yes, you did. Okay, she's right there. And then for the most engaged one, I'm actually going to pick another name. Let's see.
Jen, you can. I know you. I think you redeem something, so you could save up the point or get another hat for yourself.
Exactly. And then I also found one for the Amazon gift cards.
Mm-hmm.
So we had Catherine Melotic. I think that's how you say it. Catherine?
Yeah, I think she's here.
Okay, good. I think the chat is a bit slow on my end.
Perfect.
Congrats,
Congratulations.
Okay.
Awesome. Oh, yeah. Congrats, Catherine and Jennifer. Super excited for you guys. So we're going to make sure you get your Amazon gift card and also your merch points, so I can reach out to you after this and make sure you have everything you need. But thank you, everyone, for joining us today. We had a great time. This is always one of my favorite webinars because I love to hear everyone's opinions on what's going on. So thank you so much for joining. And as a reminder, we do have another webinar next Thursday at the same time. So definitely join us for that.
And all the best to the parents for back to school. So good luck. Hopefully it's not too crazy. And I'll see you guys next week as well.
Yes. Bye, everyone.
Thank you. Bye.